Good morning everyone. Myself Kausar Momin, 9th standard, subject Science, chapter number 2, Work and Energy. In this chapter today we are going to discuss about few numericals which are part of exercise. So we will go ahead with the numericals. Question number 1. An electric pump has 2 kilowatt power. How much water will the pump lift every minute to a height of 10 meter? What we have to find? How much water will the pump lift every minute to a height of 10 meter? So first of all we will write given things in this question. Here you can observe something power is given. So power means P, which is 2 kilowatt, which we can convert it into watt itself. So this kilo conversion of kilowatt to watt is 10 raised to the power of 3 watt. Okay. Now next time is given, that is every minute. Every minute means 1 minute. So T is equals to 1 minute. Here obviously whenever we are solving the numericals, that time should be in a second. So that is why I have converted this 1 minute into second. 1 minute means 60 seconds. And something height is given, so h is equals to 10 meter. Now what we have to find? Amount of water lifted by the pump. That is, amount of water means that mass of water. So what we have to find? M. First of all we will apply the formula for power, that is P is equals to W upon T. W is work done. So formula for W is mgh. As per the given things we are applying mgh because that water is at a specific height and it is stable. So it is stable means which energy is there? Potential energy. So potential energy means kind of work. So your work is there and instead of this work we are applying mgh, which is potential energy. So this is our formula. Now we will substitute the given things, given values in this formula. So this P is 2 into 10 raised to the power of 3, W, which is we are substituting mgh. M we don't know, which we have to find. G obviously acceleration due to gravity 9.8. It is always constant. Now h height is given 10 and this time is given 60. Okay, so as per this situation we are substituting the values. Now this m we are keeping as it is right hand side and the remaining things will go to shift to the left hand side, means this 60 will go to the numerator, 2 into 10 raised to the power of 3 into 60. Okay, and in denominator 9.8 into 10. So m is equals to 2 into 10 raised to the power of 3 multiplied by 60 divided by 9.8 into 10. So this 9.8 multiplied by 10 means 98. And here 260 multiplied by 2 means 120 divided by 98 multiplied by 10 raised to the power of 3. If you will divide this 2, then you will get this value, which is 1224.5. and obviously this mass is there, that means obviously its unit is kilogram. Why we are not taking gram over here? Because we have taken all the units in SI system. You can observe here these units are SI system. That is why for this mass also unit is kilogram, which comes in SI system. So answer is the amount of water lifted by the pump is 1224.5 kilogram. Next example is So this is our next question. If a 1200 watt electric iron is used daily for 30 minutes, how much total electricity is consumed in the month of April? So now again, power is given. 1200 watt means obviously watt is the unit of power. So power is given, which is 1200 watt, which we can convert it into kilowatt because time is given in hour. So here 1200 multiplied by 10 raised to the power of minus 3 kilowatt. Time is given, that is 30 minutes. So 30 minutes, which we can consider as 0.5 hour. And number of days, April month is given. They have not given completely days, but they have given month April. So we know number of days in month of April is 30 days. Okay. So what we have to find? Electricity consumed during this 30 days. So electricity consumed means what we have to find? E. So formula for E is P, power multiplied by time multiplied by number of days. Now we will substitute the given values: power, time and days. So this multiplication you will get this one, and obviously what we have to find? Consumed electricity, which we are calculating in unit. So it is 18 unit. So which answer is the total electricity consumed by electric iron in the month of April is 18 unit. Whenever you have to calculate this electricity, at that time whenever you are considering days, that time you have to consider time in hour. Okay, and whatever power, that should be in a kilowatt. Next question is, if the energy of a ball falling from a height of 10 meters is reduced by 40%, how high will it rebound? So first of all, we will write over here given things. Height is given, that is 10 meter. So height is 10 meter. Now something 40% reduced part is there. Okay, so what is that part is given? So kind of potential energy is given. Okay, so please concentrate over here, that energy of ball falling from height of 10 meters is reduced by 40%. So which energy? Obviously potential energy. So which energy is reduced? That potential energy itself getting reduced. After reduction we are getting some another potential energy. So prior potential is PE1. Okay, and what we have to find? Next potential energy. So prior potential energy minus 40%, then you will get the next potential energy. So hence PE2 is equals to PE1 minus 40% of that potential energy. So definitely you will get any kind of energy is there that comes in 100%. 100% minus 40% means 60%. Okay, what we have to find over here? How high will rebound? So again we have to find the height of the rebouncing of that ball. So we will apply the formula for the same. Potential energy is equals to mgh. Obviously here we are having two kind of height. One we are applying and one is which is getting after bouncing. So but PE1 is equals to mgh1 and PE2 is equals to mgh2. Now we will divide these two equations 1 and 2. PE2 divided by PE1 is equals to mgh2 divided by mgh1. Now we know this PE2 is 60% of PE1 upon PE1 is equals to h2 we don't know, and h1 is 10. So this PE1 getting cancel it out, and what we are getting 60% means 60 divided by 100 we can write. Okay, is equals to h2 divided by 10. Now here we will cross multiply this 2, and h2 is equals to 60 multiplied by 10 divided by 100. So this 0 getting cancelled. What we are getting? 6. So height is rebouncing height is 6 meter. So the ball will rebound 6 meter high. Next question is, question number 4 in your exercise. The velocity of a car increases from 54 km per hour to 72 km per hour. How much is the work done if the mass of the car is 1500 kg? So obviously here we have to find work done. So first of all we will write the given things. What we have to find? Given things are velocity is given, that is changes from 54 km to 74 km per hour. So here we will find its initial velocity of car, which is 54 km per hour, means we have to convert this to meter per second. So this kilometer conversion, kilometer to meter, is obviously 54 multiplied by 1000, and per hour means this one we have to convert it into second. So this will be 60 multiplied by 60 is going to convert it into 3600. Now this 0 0 going to get cancelled. What is the remaining part? 540 divided by 36. If you will divide this 2, then you will get 15 meter per second, and its final velocity is 72 km per hour. Obviously here also we have to convert it into meter per second. So this kilometer conversion to meter is multiplied by 1000, and per hour means this hour is in denominator. So 60 multiplied by 60, 64 hour and 64 minute and 64 second. So 60 multiplied by 60 is 3600. Again cancellation of 0, and 720 divided by 36 will be 20 meter per second. So this is our initial and final velocity. Now mass of the car is given 1500 kilogram. What we have to find in this question? Work done, W. So we are having a formula of work done, that is final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy. Why we are taking this final kinetic energy and initial kinetic energy? Because we are having final velocity and initial velocity. Based on that we can take their kinetic energy. Obviously it has a moment, so definitely kinetic energy will come. So we can apply the formula for the same. Final kinetic energy means half mv square, and initial kinetic energy means half mu square. Okay, we are taking m as common, half m as common. So what is the remaining part in the bracket? V square minus u square. Now we will substitute the values. Half m is 1500, v is 20, and u is 15. The square of them, we will square of these two things. 20 square is 400, 15 square is 225. Now we will calculate this 2. If you will subtract this 2, you will get 175, and if you will multiply, divide these things, you will get this answer, that is W is equals to 131250 joule. Obviously work is there, then its unit is joule. Clear? Next question is, Ravi applied a force of 10 Newton and moved a book 30 centimeter in the direction of the force. How much was the work done by Ravi? Ravi applying a force of 10 Newton and moved a book 30 centimeter in the direction of force. He is taking a one book and he is applying a force to move book. Okay, and how much force is that? That is 10 Newton, and whatever moment of the book, that is 30 centimeter. So what we have to find? Whatever work done is happened with this Ravi, that we have to find. So first of all we will write the given things. Force is given. that is 10 Newton. Displacement is given S, which is 30 centimeter, which we have to convert it into meter. So 30 multiplied by 10 raised to the power of minus 2 meter. What we have to find in this question? Work done. So we are having a formula for work done, that is force into displacement. So we can substitute these values. Instead of force 10 and displacement is 30 into 10 raised to the power of minus 2. After calculation we are getting work done as 3 joule. Unit of work done is joule. So work done by Ravi is 3 joule.